Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make a basil pesto, and the reason I'm making this video is because last week was the first time I tried basil pesto and oh my goodness, it's absolutely delicious. I can't believe how nice it is. I'll never go back to buying one of those small jars in the supermarket again after making this. So that's why I'm going to do this video and share it with you, because I'm hoping you will make it too and really like it. Alright, so to make the pesto you need a food processor or a mini chopper like this. I'm using basil. I didn't know that you can make pesto with nettles, kale, spinach and a few other things. I'm using basil today. I bought one in the supermarket, and before I start I just want to mention to you, when you are cutting your basil, just leave those little shoots, and if you pop this into a flower pot or a window box or even into a bowl in the window, that basil plant will come back and you'll have more basil in a couple of weeks, so you can make more basil pesto. Alright, so let's get started on the pesto. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my basil into my mini chopper. A food processor is great for this too. It's a bit bigger than one of these mini choppers, but whatever you have, just use that. So just get that in there and push it down. Now into here I'm going to add in some garlic. I've just got 3 cloves of garlic. Pine nuts. If you don't have pine nuts, you can use cashew nuts, pistachios, almonds, walnuts. Make sure to toast them. Toast them on a pan just to keep an eye on them so they don't burn. By toasting them, it brings out the flavour more in the nuts. So pop them in there. Now for the oil, I'm just going to add half the oil, and I'm using 2 different types of oil. I've got rapeseed oil here and some sunflower oil. You could use olive oil either. I like to use a mix of both and use a good quality. So just going to add half that in there and half of the sunflower oil as well. This is the rapeseed oil I use. It's an Irish rapeseed and it's nice to support local suppliers. Alright, so we've got all of that in there. Now I'm just going to pop the lid on this and I'm going to blitz it. Okay, let's take the lid off and I'm going to pop in the rest of the oil. So there's my sunflower oil and my rapeseed oil. And that's it, as simple as that. Let's open this up. This smells really good, look at that. Okay, so we're going to pour this into a bowl. Get all of that goodness in there and use a spatula just to scrape out any little bits that's left in there. And that's our pesto. Now we just have one last thing to do. I've got some Parmesan cheese here. We're going to add this to the pesto and just stir it in. Mix in that Parmesan cheese really well. Now all that's left to be done is to add some salt and pepper and stir in that seasoning. Have a little taste of it. If you want to add some more seasoning, please do. And that's it, our homemade basil pesto. Now I'm just going to show you how I store this in the fridge. What I do is I get a jam jar and I just pour it into the jam jar. This will keep for a week. The colour may change a little bit, but the flavour won't change. So get that all in there. And I just add a little bit of oil to the top. That helps keep the colour and flavour. And just pop the lid on. And there you have it, all ready for the week ahead. This also freezes really well for about 3 months. A handy way to freeze it is in a ice cube tray, and then you've got nice little individual portions. So I'm going to show you how I serve this now. Alright everyone, I boiled my pasta, you all know how to do that, and I've added some of my homemade basil pesto to it. Smells delicious and looks really good. How much pesto you add will just depend on the amount of pasta you're using. You'll know yourself by just adding it and stirring it in, and just heat it through for about 2 to 3 minutes till it's nice and hot. Just to mention the pasta, it's nice to have a really good pasta with this, and I picked up a really nice one in Aldi and I'm just going to show it to you. This is the rigatoni one. It's from their specially selected range and it's made in Italy, so it's real Italian, and it's made from drum wheat semolina. It's gorgeous. We love it here. I bought some more yesterday. That's how much we like it. And I'll just show you the other one as well. And this one is bucatini. I thought I was buying spaghetti when I bought this, but it's much thicker. It's really nice too. Okay, let's serve this up now. You can see how thick that pasta is. And there you have it. I like to finish this off with some grated Parmesan cheese on top. That should do it. Now I'm just going to finish this off with a little bit of basil. And there you have it. That is my homemade basil pesto. Simple to make, cheap to make, and absolutely delicious. One for all the family and one you'll all enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and follow my page if you haven't already, and we'll see you all soon. Take care. Happy baking, everyone. Enjoy.